Marshmallow root for respiratory and urinary health. When most people hear the word marshmallow, they think of the fluffy candy that melts into hot chocolate. But long before that sweet treat was invented, there was a medicinal plant, Althea officinalis, better known as marshmallow root. This herb has been used for centuries in European, Middle Eastern, and traditional herbal medicine for its soothing effects on the body. Today, modern herbalists and researchers recognize marshmallow root as a powerful demulcent, meaning it coats and soothes irritated tissues, especially in the respiratory system and the urinary tract. But before we dive into how marshmallow root works, let's look at the kinds of issues people often face in these two systems. Respiratory health issues. The respiratory system includes your nose, throat, airways, and lungs. It's constantly exposed to the outside world: dust, allergens, pollution, bacteria, and viruses. Because of this, it's very common to develop respiratory irritations and infections. Some of the most frequent problems include dry, irritating coughs. These can follow a cold or viral infection. They're often non-productive, meaning no mucus is coming up, but the throat feels raw and inflamed. Bronchitis. This is inflammation of the bronchial tubes in the lungs. It can be acute, after a cold or flu, or chronic, linked to smoking or long-term irritation. Symptoms include persistent coughing, chest tightness, and difficulty breathing, sore throats, and laryngitis. When the throat lining becomes inflamed, speaking and swallowing can feel painful. All of these conditions are made worse by dryness and inflammation. The mucous membranes that line our respiratory tract are meant to stay moist and protected. When they become dry or irritated, the discomfort worsens, and the healing process slows down. Urinary health issues. Now let's turn to the urinary system. The urinary tract's job is to remove waste from the body through the kidneys, bladder, and urethra. Just like the respiratory system, it has delicate mucous membranes that can become irritated or inflamed. Common problems include urinary tract infections, UTIs. These are often caused by bacteria like E. coli. Symptoms include burning pain while urinating, increased frequency, cloudy urine, and sometimes abdominal discomfort. Cystitis. This is inflammation of the bladder, often linked to infection but sometimes triggered by irritation or interstitial cystitis, a chronic condition. Symptoms are similar to UTIs, but they can be more persistent and harder to treat. Irritation without infection. Some people experience urinary discomfort or urgency even when no bacteria are present, often due to inflammation or sensitivity of the bladder lining. In all these cases, the underlying issue is irritation of the delicate tissue that lines the urinary tract. Just like in the lungs, soothing and protecting this tissue can make a big difference in comfort and healing. Enter marshmallow root. This is where marshmallow root shines. The key compound in marshmallow root is mucilage, a thick, slippery substance made of complex carbohydrates. When prepared correctly, this mucilage coats the mucous membranes of the throat, lungs, and urinary tract. What does that mean in practical terms? It acts like a protective film over irritated tissues, reducing that raw, scratchy sensation. It helps keep tissues moist, which is crucial for healing. It has been shown to reduce inflammation and even stimulate cells to regenerate faster. Herbalists often compare mucilage-rich herbs like marshmallow root to a soothing balm that works from the inside. Research and traditional use. Historically, marshmallow root has been documented as far back as ancient Greece. Hippocrates described its use for soothing coughs and sore throats. In traditional European herbalism, it was considered one of the best remedies for hot, dry conditions of the body, exactly what we now call inflammation. Modern studies are beginning to confirm these uses. For example, respiratory health. A 2015 review in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that marshmallow preparations were effective in soothing irritation in the respiratory tract, reducing cough reflex, and improving overall comfort in people with bronchitis and throat irritation. Urinary health. Research has shown marshmallow root can reduce irritation of the bladder lining. One 2016 study suggested that its soothing effects, combined with mild antimicrobial action, may help support urinary tract health by both protecting tissues and reducing bacterial adhesion. So while marshmallow root isn't a direct antibiotic, it creates an environment where tissues can heal and inflammation can calm down, making it especially helpful alongside other treatments. Symptoms marshmallow root can help with. To recap, here are the main symptoms marshmallow root is most helpful for. In respiratory health, dry, hacking coughs, throat irritation and soreness, chest tightness from bronchitis, hoarseness from laryngitis. In urinary health, burning pain while urinating, bladder discomfort or pressure, irritation and urgency without clear infection, support for chronic bladder inflammation. How to use marshmallow root. The best way to extract the soothing mucilage from marshmallow root is through a cold infusion, not a hot tea. Heat can actually break down some of the mucilage. Here's how you can make it. Take about 1 tablespoon of dried marshmallow root. Add it to a cup of cold water. Let it sit and steep overnight, or at least 6 to 8 hours. Strain it in the morning. What you'll notice is the liquid has become slightly thick or slippery. That's the mucilage, and that's exactly what makes marshmallow root so soothing. Drink the infusion slowly, allowing it to coat the throat as it goes down. For urinary discomfort, it works best when sipped regularly throughout the day, so that the soothing compounds reach the bladder lining. Safety and considerations. Marshmallow root is generally very safe. It doesn't have known toxic effects, and it's gentle enough for children when properly prepared. The only caution is that its thick mucilage could slow the absorption of prescription medications if taken at the same time. To avoid this, take marshmallow root at least 1 hour apart from other medicines. To sum up, marshmallow root is a simple, natural herb with profound benefits for 2 common problem areas: the respiratory tract and the urinary tract. By coating and soothing irritated tissues, it helps calm symptoms like coughing, sore throats, burning urination, and bladder discomfort. Both ancient tradition and modern science point to its effectiveness as a gentle yet powerful ally in maintaining mucous membrane health. So next time you think of marshmallows, remember the plant behind the name, not the candy. With just a tablespoon of dried root and a little patience for that overnight infusion, you have a safe and effective home remedy for soothing irritation and supporting your body's natural healing.